guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and I'm your host on this channel, Just Signatures. In today's video, we're going to be doing a very quick and simple tutorial, a basic skirt pattern. If you're interested in watching this, please follow me to the workstation. And before then, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel. I'm begging you. It will not cost you anything, but it will help me a lot. So please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe also again. And then if you have any questions, you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comment section down below. Also, turn up your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post any new video. Alright, without so much talking, let's get to the workstation. The first thing you do is to take your hip measurement. And my hip measurement is 9 inches. So I'm measuring it across so that I can have a straight line. After doing that, I'll draw a straight line horizontally. After getting your hip line measurement, the next thing for you to do is to get your full length, the length of your skirt. Either it's your mini skirt, midi skirt, long skirt, whatever it is, just get the measurements. Here I'm using 16 inches because I'll be adding 2 inches band, so to make it 18 inches. So after measuring my 16 inches across, I'll draw another horizontal line to make sure it is straight. After doing that, what you do is to take in, okay, I'll first of all label it so that you understand what I'm doing. The full length, half length, then hip line and the waistline. After doing that, I'll take in my measurement, my waist measurement divided by 4. After doing that, I'll add 1 inch for my dart on the waistline, and then I'll add 2 inches seam allowance on the other side. Then for the hip line, I'll also do the same thing. I'll divide my hip by 4 and insert it, and then afterwards I put my 2 inches allowance. No need for that because the dart is not getting to the hip point. And then I'll measure whatever I have on my hip line and insert it on my full length minus 1 inch because I want it to be a little bit tapered. Here now you can do whatever you want. If you want it straight, you do it straight, the same measurement. If you want a line, you just add some inches and draw it down. So after doing that, I'm connecting the lines together, and on the hip line it's not supposed to be straight. That's why I'm using the curved part of my ruler to draw it, because the human body is not straight. And so after doing this, I'll have to impute my that measurement, that 1 inch we took. We'll have to do what we have to do with it now. What we'll do is measure your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 and get, which is 4 inches, and then come down by another 4 inches. What I'm doing here is making sure that my line is going to be straight. So 4 inches, and then now I'll draw a straight line connecting the 2 points together. After connecting the 2 points, I'll measure half an inch on both sides because we left 1 inch. If you left 2 inches, you measure 1 inch on both sides. But because I left 1 inch, I'm measuring half an inch on both sides, and then I'm connecting the lines to the one down to give you like a triangle, and then I'll cut it out. After cutting it out, I want to draw for the back now, and the only difference is the zip allowance. So I'm drawing a straight line so I can be able to measure for my zip allowance. Now I'm measuring 2 inches for my zip allowance, 2 inches across the line to the full length, and then I'll rule it out. After ruling it out, I'll, what I did is basically put the front one on the back one, and then making sure it aligns with the zip allowance. After doing that, I cut it out. Just that, you don't need to, if you want to do it from afresh, you can do it, but this is the easiest thing to do. You just cut it out. And now what I'm doing is marking where the hip line meets, so that I'll be able to draw it on the back panel, so it will not just be plain. And if you give this pattern to anybody, they know what to do. Now I'll measure, label it, waistline, hip line, and the full length. Then I'll cut out the excess. And now I'll put the dart the way we did for the front, and measure the 1 inch away from it. And that's basically it about the front and back basic bodice pattern. Then the next thing to do is the front part. You come down by half an inch and just draw a curved line to meet the edge. You come down by half an inch. This is because, like I always say, the human body is not straight. So this line would be able to accommodate your stomach, especially someone that has um big tummy like myself. It will accommodate your stomach, and it will avoid folding, that wrinkling that happens along the waistline, and it will sit perfectly on the waistline. There will be no puckering, there will be no squeezing or folding. That's it. Now you see the difference between the front and the back. The front is lower than the back, but they still meet at the edge. Next thing is to place it on my fabric. After placing it on my fabric, I'll cut each pattern on its own. For the back, I'm splitting it into two because of the zipper, so I'll be able to fix my zipper. And then that's it. For the waistband, I'll have a video linked to this for the waistband, so you see how I cut the waistband of it. Why I did it separately is because of people that just want to know how to make the waistband without the skirt, so it will go around for everybody. Now what I just did is chalk out the back from the front, so I will not be confused because of the fabric. Now what you do is open up the front parts and also the back, place them on each other, front side facing front side, that is the good side facing the good side, on both fabric. After placing them together, I just want to show you how to stitch it together. If you're not lining it, if you're lining it, you just put your lining the same, cut your lining the same way you cut your fabric, and line it. Then you just sew it down, straight down, with the allowance you left. If you left 1 inch, you sew it by 1 inch. If you left 2 inches, you sew it by 2 inches. Then the zip allowance also, and then you insert your darts for both the front and the back. After that, you put your waistband, and that's it.